We are going to read the poem. I am explaining a few things written in 1937 by Pablo Neruda. Pablo Neruda is a Chilean poet, and this particular poem that he has written is completely different from what he has written before. The kinds of poetry that he has written before used to be like surreal poetry, historical epics, political writing, autobiography, love poems, etc. And this particular poem is Neruda's response to the fascist bombing that happened in Guernica, Spain during the Spanish Civil War in the mid 1930s. He was the Chilean consul of Spain at that time. So the first fire that was there, the bandits around the town, the innocent children being killed, and all are described in this particular poem. The poem describes the characteristics of the poem is that it is written in free structure, and there are mood swings that are mentioned here and which fits the entire idea of this particular poem. The broken sentences and the staccato of use of words, that is like giving every note is represented separately. The broken sentences and the staccato use of words, staccato use of the words like every note is given separate. This shows the theme of the war and how it destroys the peace and causes the loss of the life of innocent people. We see a crescendo that is moving from the pleasant reminiscence to the extreme anger, and the devices that are used in this poem are personification, repetition, and simile, which is in contrast of the peaceful Spain to war-torn one. Everything is destroyed. The lands he loved, the people he cherished, the lifestyle he admired, everything is destroyed, which makes this particular poem a socio-political one. And the question is, like, people are expecting him to write poetry, personal poetry with metaphysical ideas and all, and he is asking, how can I write a personal poem or a metaphysical poem when so much of things are happening to my land? And this particular poem has evolved a kind of nationalistic side of the Spanish Civil War. Let us see this poem in detail, line by line description of this poem. You are going to ask, and where are the lilacs and the poppy petals metaphysics? You are going to ask me why you are not writing about the nature or about my personal things, my personal opinion, and even about the metaphysics of this, or even about the metaphysics. And the rain repeatedly spattering its words and drilling them full of apertures and birds. The raindrops falling down and thrusting into and making a hole in the ground. I'll tell you all the news. Okay, I'll tell you all the news. I lived in a suburb of Madrid with bells and cloaks and trees. This is the place where I lived, a suburb. From there you can look out over the castles, dry fields, a leather ocean. You can see the kingdom from there, and then even the ocean. My house was called the House of Flowers because in every cranny geraniums burst. It was a good-looking house with its dogs and children. My house was referred to the House of Flowers. Why? Because there were always flowers in it. Remember Rafael, Federico, do you remember from under the ground, my balconies on which the light of June drowned flowers in your mouth? Brother, my brother. So he's like recalling those reminiscences, his childhood memories, those people from his childhood, and asking them, do you remember this? Do you remember how the balcony used to be full of flowers and all? Everything loud with big voices, the salt of merchandises, piles of palpitating bread, the stalls of my suburb of Argils with its statue like a drained inkwell in a swirl of hake. His place, the streets used to be filled with loud sounds, and then there were merchandises, and there were the bread, stalls, statues, oil flowed into spoons, a deep baying of feet, and hands swelled in the streets, meters, liters, the sharps, the measures of life. So oil used to be available in plenty, and that could count in meters, liters, everything what was there available you could count either in meters or in liters. Stacked up fish, there were the stacked up fish, the texture of roof with a cold sun in which the weather wane falters, the fine frenzied ivory of potatoes, and the wave on wave of tomatoes rolling down the sea. Potatoes and tomatoes were seen in the town, were available in plenty. And one morning everything changed. And one morning all that was burning, everything that I described were burning. One morning the bonfires leapt out of the earth, devouring human beings. The bonfires blasted and then set out, and it devoured everyone, it killed everyone. And from then on, fire, gunpowder, and from then on, blood, everything, fire, gunpowder, blood, that filled. Bandits with planes and moors, bandits with finger rings and duchesses, bandits with black friars, flattering blessings came down the sky to kill children. All the bandits were all around the town, and then they were killing children, killing everyone. And the blood of children ran through the streets without fuss, like children's blood. So everything, like even the children were killed without any mercy. Jackals that jackals would despise. They are the jackals that even the jackals would despise. Stones that the dry thistle would bite or on and spit out. There are the pricky kind of stems and all. So it would take the stones and it will only throw it out. Vipers that vipers would abominate. They are that kind of snakes that even the snakes would abominate. Face to face with you, I have seen the blood of Spain tower like a tide to drown you in one wave of pride and knives. So the Spain, the blood was like the tide, and it can even drown you. All your pride, all your knives, everything what you have could be drowned in that. Treacherous generals. See my dead house, look at broken Spain. Oh, you treacherous generals who led into this issue. See my dead house. Look at the broken Spain. From every house, burning metal flows instead of flowers. Instead of flowers, all the burning metal, so the bullets and all the bombs and everything is sprouting up from every houses. From every socket of Spain emerges, and from every dead child a rifle with eyes. Every dead child gives you those two eyes that you had no mercy and killed a child. And from every crime, bullets are born, from which one day find the bull's eye of your hearts. So if from every crime you can see bullets, you can see new bullets emerging, like the kind of aggression that has caused in the minds of people, even younger children, who can turn out to be terrorists in future, and that can create a bullseye in your hearts. And you will ask, why don't his poetry speak of dreams and leaves and the great volcanoes of the native land? A part of all this, you will still ask me why your poetry doesn't have dreams or leaves or even volcanoes. Come and see the blood in the streets. You come and see the blood in the streets. Come and see the blood in the streets. Come and see the blood that is there in the streets. Come and see the blood in the streets. So he is repeating that, and that repetition goes 3 times. He is repeating the same phrase and then giving intonation to different intonation to different words. He is like specifying, and he is like showing us the aggravacy of this, like how bad it is. That is what he shows in these lines. So I hope you understood this poem. The tone of this poem is like a crescendo that is rising from the pleasant reminiscence to an extreme anger. So I hope you understood this particular poem. Thank you.